Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I've got 4 cruise ship stories for you today. The Carnival Elation, the Carnival Fantasy, the MSC Meraviglia, and the Cunard Queen Mary 2 all made the news, and we got some stories on these guys. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, giving my videos thumbs ups, and giving me comments. I really appreciate it. Let's get started with story number 1, the Carnival Elation cruise ship. She was in Port Canaveral a couple of days ago. This being today being Saturday, the 4th of January. This is about 2-3 days ago. She dumped 6,000 gallons of gray water into the harbor in Port Canaveral. They say it was accidental. Some kind of a valve opened up when it shouldn't have. The authorities are saying that the liquids that came out was not sewage. It was gray water, so it would be from the kitchens, showers, hand washing stations, that kind of thing. Nonetheless, environmentalists are not pleased. Number 2 story, the Carnival Fantasy stuck in fog in Mobile, Alabama. The ship was supposed to be on a 4-day cruise from January 2nd to January the 6th. Going out of Mobile, supposed to go to Cozumel in Mexico, could not get out of port until the 3rd of January. You had to spend the night in port. By the time the ship got permission to leave, the ship could not make it to Cozumel and back. And so the ship received a waiver from the Coast Guard for the Jones Act, and the ship has in effect gone out to sea and will be back on the 6th with passengers. Now, passengers were offered a deal. You can either not go on this cruise, which is in effect a cruise to nowhere, and get a full refund. Go home, don't even come, whatever. Or you go on the cruise 3 days instead of 4. We'll give you 50% off, and we'll give you 50% future credit against a future cruise. Your choice. And so we'll see how that works out. Looks like it's going to be all right. Now, here, MSC Meraviglia, beautiful looking ship, built in 2017, 167,000 gross tons. So this is one of the top 10 biggest ships in the world. 1,033 feet long, 141 feet wide, 4,500 plus passengers. The ship was in Costa Maya on the 2nd of January, a couple of days ago. The winds were so bad in Costa Maya and offshore, it didn't even leave port. The ship just stayed in port for the entire evening. This doesn't happen often with big ships like this because realistically, unless the winds are, 70, 80, 90 miles an hour, it's not going to really affect much. But the captain decided, no, we're going to stay in port, stay sheltered here, we'll be tied down, and the customers can enjoy all the amenities here on the ship, all the eateries we have, all the amenities we have. We'll leave the next day, and we won't put them through any kind of windy conditions or rough seas or anything like that. The passengers were, of course, pleased with the fact that safety is the number one consideration here. But what they didn't realize was because of this overnight stay, they were going to miss one port of call, and that would be the Ocean Cay Reserve private island that MSC just barely opened up a few weeks ago. Here are a couple of shots of it right here. And so the ship would basically just make its way back to Miami without stopping at this private island. Now, this island's only been open about 3 weeks, 2 weeks. It's been delayed a bit, and so unfortunately a lot of people who are on this ship were kind of hoping to be here to experience this new water park, but not to be. Safety rules all. So the ship made her way back to Florida. Now, the last story I have here is about the Cunard Queen Mary number 2. The Queen Mary 2 had a medical emergency the other day. A 68-year-old American gentleman became seriously ill, and it was so bad that the doctor contacted the captain asking for blood donors, and the captain put out the word to all passengers on board the ship and told the passengers, if you have blood type so-and-so, please consider making a donation. We have a passenger in trouble. 60 passengers stepped up, most from the United Kingdom, Headed their way down to the medical center, made a donation. The man was given a blood transfusion. The Coast Guard was called. The ship basically made a beeline for San Juan, Puerto Rico, and within 75 miles, the helicopter from the Coast Guard caught up to the ship, got the patient, got the wife of the patient off the ship, and over to San Juan they went. Last reports, the passenger is stable and will survive. So there's a good news story to start the year 2020. 60 passengers volunteering blood to save a fellow passenger on the open seas. There you go, 4 stories for you. I hope you enjoyed them. Thanks for joining me today. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe today, and we'll keep you posted, everybody. Bye for now.